Hello, thank you very much.
So first of all, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to join us. It was awesome to watch your work. A couple of things. We have a couple parts to talk about, but I noticed that you have a lot of street skating out, especially recently, and I can see that your roots, especially for both of you, are in competitions for a lot of that stuff. Or do you find them both to be important, and have you been focusing on street more recently?
For me, I always been a park skater. I started with skate park, but as soon as I start to watch internet and stuff like that, I discovered street skating, and to me that was the real thing and the thing I needed to reach. I wanted to reach, and it's funny you ask this question because in the second video we show you guys homage tonight. It was just a preview of our project, and in one part of this project we asked some important person from the scene or all pro skaters and to ask us some questions. And Brian Aragon asked the same question. He said like, yeah, it looked like I've been more into the street recently. And now I just been into it since the beginning, but I just started to give it a way harder since I went back from my injury like 5 years ago. Yeah. And so.
No, me personally, I was always more on the streets than skate park. We had a beautiful skate park before, but nowadays changed. So we used to street a lot in Geneva, and also there was big competition in skate park. So I used to train more in skate park. And nowadays, I'm more doing streets, but less and less because don't want to hurt and getting more chill with the age also.
Yeah, no, I get that completely, but it doesn't look like you're slowing down by any means.
But this video was filmed like in the first part is filmed in 2021, and the last part, last summer, yes.
Julien, I want to ask you about the Cymatics section because I know for that, probably a lot of other people know that you skated with the Jumbo guys in Texas for that. It was all filmed in Texas from what I could see. And we got like a little taste of it, a little preview on it from the Jumbo edits themselves. And it's cool to actually finally see the tricks that you were doing because you saw like the behind the scenes before. What was it like skating with those guys out there? It looks like the crew is awesome and phenomenal. And I even asked Cody one time on like a Q&A that he did live stream. I was like, who would you want part of your crew that's not already part of your crew? And you were one of the names that he mentioned. So you guys must have clicked really well.
I'm not sure I had what you say at the last for the last.
I talk fast. I'm from New York. My bad.
I'm sorry.
So he's
he's
basically
slow.
It's a different language. Yeah. So he's basically just saying like, noticed in your Cymatics part you were skating in Texas. I'm translating.
Yeah, that was Austin.
Billy's been in LA for a few years, so his New Yorkness is kind of slowly fading away.
So
I had the beginning, and the crew was amazing, and we had some of the best days. And what was the rest of it?
But before you were on Cymatics, I guess they asked if there was anyone who they could have be a part of their crew who wasn't a part of their crew, who they would want, and they said Julien Cudot.
Oh, okay. I asked Cody that, and he was like, Julien would be one of the people that I would want, like to be part of the Jumbo crew and everything. So you guys must have clicked really well.
Honestly, I feel like I sneak into the crew, like because I discovered those hats. I think 1 year ago, and I was like, the camo hat, I love it, I want it. And then Cody brought one to me at Miami Invitational, Frankie Morales Invitational last year, and then I think I was in the crew.
I gotta say, it's really sick to see. A lot of the time when people come from Europe to the States, they go to like New York or California. It was really cool to see you skating Texas because it's like very in the middle. It's a place a lot of people from Europe I don't think go to often. So
yeah, to be honest, for me, it's my pro career started in Texas. I turned pro in Dallas at the Arlo Eisenberg skate park by winning the amateur world championship. That was one way to turn pro back in the day, like ASA pro or Boots pro, and that was my way. So it all started there. And 2 years ago, after the World Championship, my friend Fritz Breiner, who's the guy from behind Cymatics as well, opened a second shop in Dallas, in Plano, and then he started to do a new comp. So that was my way to renew with the beginning of my career. We started in Dallas, and I went there. That was amazing. And then last year I did it again, and Anthony Medina proposed to do 1 week in Austin to make this section, and that was honestly a mission because I was out from a 3-month trip in USA between Frankie Morales Invitational and Careers Open and filming in California for my own personal project. And then after Careers Open, it was 7 days more, and that's what you just saw for Cymatics. That was 7 days in a row, no break, and I was done. After that, I give up I leave my skate in Dallas.
yeah,
thank you guys. But I love it.
I was just gonna say you've been very busy over the past few years putting out a lot of parts, but if you could put out parts like that in 7 days, it makes sense because most people can't do that. But I do want to touch on the documentary style thing that you guys did together, because so I want to ask whose idea was that, and two, that was just a preview, right? There's something more coming.
Exactly,
So what's the idea behind that?
The idea is to show, because we begin to film the first section. He come a lot in Geneva, at my place, and we begin to street a bit together. And we have Mihai Bivol, who let's go grab some clips, and in our like 1 week we get like really the first edits. So let's do maybe a bigger edit, and then it's go down because he hurt his knee. Then the World Skate Game arrive in Argentina. I won the street comp, and then he won the park comp. We said, we have to.
We have to.
Yeah, we have to do something together all around this project. The first project, the competition we won, and then that's how the project came. And we wanted first to do like a bigger project to involve more people, but it was really complicated because we have work, we have a busy day. So we did like the first part, who is 2 street part and like some speed together, and then a question from people that we admire or people important on the scene of rollerblading, who ask us question, and then we answer and we speak about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I never seen that in an edit before, like a video, like the Q&A kind of style. I think that's really cool that people could actually ask you, and especially when it's well-known skaters like Aragon or Yo-Yo, who organizes this event every year.
Actually, there was an idea from Stefan Alfano. I took this idea from him, and it worked pretty well. Like a lot of pro paid attention to that and asked us some very interesting questions. Yeah, and Stefan is there. He asked us a pretty interesting question as well, such as Brian Aragon asked us some question, Frankie Morales, Joe and Jacoby, as you've seen. So yeah, people played the game, so it was really interesting.
Yeah, I think I really like the direction of this, because in like rollerblading, I think so many skaters have been so talented, and we see a lot of just the raw skating, but it's hard to see the back end stuff. So all of those efforts I think are so important. And I feel like we've had the skating part down for a while, but this is a part that we kind of should probably explore more. And I think it really gets across to people more. So I can't wait to see the finished product of that.
First of all, we wanted to do like a fruit butter 2.0. But we see it again. It's too much work. Oh my God, they did a so great job. So we say, okay, let's do what we can with what we have, and it's ended to be a good like podcast between each other. Of course, this is our point of view, but that's what we think about the industry, the people, and that's it. Rollerblading.
Yeah, and the main idea, as you asked, the main idea of the project came from Mihai, I think, because we were more about like just street skating. If it was just on me, I would just do skate parks. So I'm pretty happy to have some good friends. I'm good friends who are cameramen who propose me some other project, because I'm agreed to try it, to give it a try, but I don't think about it. I'm just thinking about the skating. And then if you have an idea, let's do that.
Yeah. It's so rare that people are equally as phenomenal as a skater from street and park. Like both of you guys could both destroy street and destroy park. I can't even pick which one like I would think you guys are better at. So what else is to be expected with the rest of HOMAGE? Like what should people expect in the final product?
I mean, it's like a first part of interview, like you see both of us in the studio. We just like introducing ourselves until we meet and until we start the project. So then we show off the first section, which was not happening to be a section. It was just some random clip we start filming, and then in 1 week it was like, oh, it's actually a section. So then we talk about how we kind of give up on the project because of personal life, injuries and stuff like that, and how we get back into it because of World Games in Buenos Aires. And then the second part goes on, and just buy it to see the rest.
I love that. Yeah, I feel like
I said too much already. I said it all.
No, I love that.
Buy it.
I love that. I feel like you need that, like those competition wins and those highs for things to work. But so we're running out. We're running out of time. But we do have a live podcast with Julien Cudot tomorrow. Please join us. It's at 1 p.m.
Yes, 1 p.m. tomorrow. Same room, right here.
Same room.
Thank
right
you
here.
very much. Thank you,
very
everybody.
much.
Woo!
Thank you.